I'm going to give you a very deep, thought provoking, like a self psychological evaluation kind of question. Okay. And I'll tell you, if you really pay attention to what I'm saying, and after the video, you spend some time and think about what I've said, it can be a game changer. Okay. And I do this actively with my clients, especially those who want to earn more money, improve their life, relationships, become a better personal brand, whatever. Okay. And I'm serious, huh? Serious. This is not one of those simple, gimmicky questions. To make you understand, I'll give you a context first. I'm very sure you must have gone for an interview. Okay. Job interviews here and there for some position. And generally, you get a person sitting with the authority sitting behind the chair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, your CV. Okay, okay. Tell me. They'll start off with tell me something about yourself. Oh, I noticed this. Tell me what is your experience there. Blah blah blah. They'll go on, and you have to keep yapping and selling yourself. Oh, sir, I did this very enthusiastically. Blah blah blah. You keep going that way. For me, I personally find it very embarrassing. I'm being honest with you. I find it very embarrassing. At least me. I'm not saying about you. Maybe my ego is up. I hate selling myself to a guy who I personally might not even look up to, who I consider a bloody idiot. I mean, that guy wouldn't last with me if he had a conversation with me. He's just lucky he has a job, he has a position. I'm sure you must have felt the same thing. Okay, anyway. So the guy will ask you whether he's qualified, whether he's senior, whether he's old or young, whatever. He'll ask you these questions as if it's a CIA, FBI interrogation. Tell me something about yourself, being superior. Okay. And then this infamous question comes, which is dual pronged. One is, tell me your strengths, tell me your plus points, your positive traits. And for a fact, after you speak about your plus points, then he'll come to, okay, now tell me your drawbacks, tell me your negative things. And generally, what people do, generally, I'm saying the majority of people, they say, I'm hardworking, I'm focused, I bring creativity to the table, I bring fresh new ideas, if it's a college student, or I've been working 25 years, I have this wealth of experience, I bring leadership to the role, blah, 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 all the same words, all the same sentences, fart and gas, and the guy, me, when I take a interview session and I go like this. Oh, yes, leadership. Yes, 25 years. Yes, focused, determined, hardworking, blah, blah, blah. I've heard it all. 25 plus years. I've heard it all. The plus points. Okay. So they give a very generic this thing. So, and sometimes they try to be a little creative. They say, so the revenue generation of 2.6 million. Before it was 2 million, I bought in 2.6 million. Market expansion was at 14%, and I bought costs down by 7.68%. Oh, okay. So whatever, they try to sell themselves. And then it comes to the drawbacks. It comes to the drawbacks. Oh, goodness. This one is such a comedy show. The minute they ask you your drawbacks, are typical Indians. I don't know about other nationalities because I deal with Indians. The first thing they will say is, the first thing, majority say, sir, I I work so hard. I work so hard that there is no balanced life. I sleep in the office. I have to complete a task. I'm obsessed, and this is one of the drawbacks I need to work on. I need to work on this, sir. I take my work too seriously. And then I'm sitting there like, um, excuse me, listen. I didn't ask you to give me your hidden plus point, camouflaged as a negative. Oh, I work so hard until my blood, sweat, and tears, until I die in the office, and I give my life to my employer. Shut your nonsense. Give me drawbacks. I didn't say market and sell yourself as if you're God's gift to mankind, giving me a plus point camouflaged as a bad point. And when they realize they can't fool the father, they say, no, don't teach the father how to, whatever. Then, sir, they'll think, I'll say, boss, listen, be honest. Okay. So I get irritated, sir. I can't take nonsense. Okay. Number one. Number two, I lose my temper very fast, sir. Okay. Number three, so sometimes I'm lazy. So now, from one extreme end where he's marketing himself as, giving hidden plus points, they they know they can trust me because I'm their mentor and I'm helping them. They go to stating drawbacks that if you listen to it, you will not give them a job. I mean, who wants to give a job? I'm lazy. I get irritated. I want to sometimes shout at the boss. If I'm a owner of a company, sorry, if I'm owner of a company and the guy tells me I lose my temper with my boss, better not to take this guy. He might end up hitting me. Okay. So you see the issue, right? Number one is when you ask them for their plus points, they give you these generic, overheard, overused, typical stuff that everyone will say. I'm hardworking, I'm focused, I'm result oriented. And then when you ask them for the drawbacks, they just don't know what to say. Okay. So this for me, when I deal with my clients, this comes across as a massive red flag. Red flag not in terms of getting the job. Red flag in the terms of, do you even know who the fuck you are? Do you know yourself, man? Do you know what you stand for? If you're not aware of who you are, how can you market and sell? And see, I'm not saying that, oh, you don't know yourself. No, we all know ourselves. We all know who we are. We know that our temptation is maybe sex or porn. We know that, but we can't talk about it. We know that we are lazy, we don't like to do exercise, or we love binge eating, whatever. I'm not talking of, do you know yourself that way? We all know ourselves that way. The question is, how do you communicate? Listen carefully. How do you communicate your drawbacks, your real drawbacks? Number one is to yourself, because if you can't communicate to yourself, you're not aware of how to describe it. How the hell will you communicate it to the world? That is one. And number two is, what should you communicate to the world? Now, obviously, let's say, for example, a guy, one of his drawbacks is scratching his balls. He keeps itching it. I'm just saying, he just loves itching it, or he loves scratching his armpits, whatever. And then, musky. Okay. Suppose that is his drawback. I'm just saying. Obviously, you can't tell the employee, yeah, I love scratching my balls sometimes. Scratching. You can't. You can't tell anyone that. Maybe your partner will see it when you are next to her in the bed, but you can't say it to anyone, right? Yeah. So there are some things we cannot share. Agreed. But then there are other things that you have to be aware of that maybe you yourself don't know. For example, let me tell you this, and not only knowing that, but being facing it. I'll give my example first. You see, have you noticed I work alone? Yeah, books. I sit here. There's no colleague. There's no friend. There is nobody. I don't have relatives. I don't have friends. I don't keep business colleagues. Means clients, do the service, finish. I don't work in a company. I don't want to work in a company. I've been paid good money to work in a team. I've refused. Even today, I get offers. Why don't you work as a team? Brainstorm this and that. Do you know why? Why I don't want to work with someone or with a team or have a partner or even call my relatives, interact with my relatives? Why? Because It's not that they are bad. It's not that they have drawbacks. It's not that they are evil. The reality is, it's my limitation. I'm very irritating. Very, very, very irritating. I'm very selfish. I'm very self centered. I'm very self obsessed. I think of me, myself, I first. I think of what I want. I think of what I want to do. Everything is centered around Loy Machedo. And if relatives come, I'm giving you an example. If relatives come and they talk shit and crap and waste time, I don't want to say that. I might as well play a game or do some work or read a book. I don't like crap. I don't like to go for all these events because I see people, everyone trying to fake. Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, it's such a pleasure to see you. Hi, my name is so and so. I'm from this thing. It's all fake. I don't like it. I don't like gatherings. I don't like crowds. I don't like people. I just like to sit quietly. That's me. And this is my limitation. Now, if I was in an interview, would I have said this? Yes, I would have said it, but would say it in a way that is palatable. I would tell the person I work alone. I wouldn't say, oh, my relatives this that. No, you have to learn how to communicate in a very concise manner. I would tell them that I work alone. And if I have to deal with the team, I speak to the team only what is required, and then I want to be left alone. I'll give you the results you're looking out for. That is me. So this is a serious drawback, and I'll tell you, it might look like, yeah, even I'm like you, law, even I don't like. No, there is a price to pay. If you use this as an excuse, listen carefully. If you use it as an excuse before you gain your expertise, before you gain your capacity to make money, become a brand, your career is over. Nobody will employ you. You will have to work freelance. And the question is, will it work or not? And if it doesn't work, you're finished. There are so many of us who don't like to take shit from the boss. There are so many of us who don't like to take shit from clients. Almost, I think, everyone. But it depends on the degree to which a person can take it. So I'm one of them. I made up my mind. I'm never going to be in this. And it took me a long time to reach where I am. So I'm giving you my first drawback. I'm aware of it. And today I'm in a position at nearing the age of 50 where I can explicitly tell someone, no, I work alone. I don't have to give a damn. But you who are young, you can't do that. Okay. So my question to you is this. What are your real core drawbacks? Real core drawbacks that you are not just accepting. Maybe you're not aware of it, or maybe you're denying it. For example, are you a piece of shit? Seriously, I'm asking you a important. Are you a piece of shit? You'll be like, what? What? How do you evaluate? Am I a piece of shit? Yes. Are you a piece of shit? Are you the type that people, oh my God, oh goodness, this guy's come back again, or this sheesh, man, this one. Are you that kind of a person who people cannot tolerate? It's like when you enter the room, it's like someone farted onions and garlics that they ate 2 days ago and it's constipated. Are you that kind? Like you sound like a rotting dead body. You smell like one. People can't tolerate you. Are you a piece of shit? Are you an irritating individual who people just don't like to talk or listen to? Are you a loser? You have not accomplished anything in life. Nothing. Whether career wise, physically, you're out of shape. Mentally, you are someone who only your age people would like to mix, nobody else. Are you emotionally so immature that no girl wants to stick with you? You don't even know how to handle females. I'm talking of those serious bloody drawbacks, serious ones. Are you aware of them? And if you tell me, yes, you are aware of them, congratulations. I'm serious, huh? If you are aware, really aware, 100%, congratulations, your life will change. You will find what you're looking for. Because one is being aware, that is number one. Number two is being able to communicate this to the world in a way which is acceptable, so that you will be given the opportunities you deserve based on your personality, your quirks. But if you're fooling yourself and you're trying to fool others, oh yeah, I know myself, and you're just trying to bullshit your way out, you know what will happen? You will never achieve your relationship status, your career, your family, relatives. It'll always be a mess. Your life will be a mess. It's like in my WhatsApp group. Some of them like to portray that their life is perfect. Oh, I know everything. I know the answers. I'm earning big money. I'm this. I'm that. You must. You must listen carefully. You must spend time to know who you are. I Like I told you, I didn't have a mentor for so many years of my life. The initial crucial phase of my life. And when I did get a mentor, I was very lucky, but it took nearly till the age of 30, till the age of 30 to discover who I am. Because every time I wanted to find out, I used to write down in my diary my plus points, minus points, what I want, what I don't want, psychological tricks, and then, this Myers-Briggs test and this test and that psychology. I tried everything until the breakthrough came. Today, I'm very comfortable with who I am, very comfortable with my skin. I know what I need to know. Nobody, I can challenge you. Nobody can come and tell me, Law, you're this. Because the amount of time, effort, money I've spent on myself to discover, I can challenge nobody. Not in my wife, not in my kid, nobody. My wife can say, oh, I know you are married 10 years. Yeah, you know me at a particular deeper, much deeper. No. Because nobody took that much interest. So, what am I trying to tell you through this video? If I were to summarize, my message to you would be this: boss, you have a machine, you have let's say, a machine, a device, a scooter, or some computer. You purchased it, or a software, and you put it on without reading the manual, without reading the instructions, without reading the features. You're just taking the mouse, playing around on that computer. Like I have a dual screen. Just play and nice computer, finish, that's it. The question is, are you aware of the features? There are so many features, so many softwares. Are you taking advantage of this? Like, for example, you give one guy Photoshop or Affinity Photo. He might just use it to, draw a poster, make alphabet small, make photos big, small. But you give that same software to a professional, he will do things which will shock you because he has spent time to understand the software, the nuances, the plus, minus, all the features, and how he can use it. In the same way, you have features, you have a lot of benefits you can offer the world. There are drawbacks, limitations, and then there are benefits. If you don't spend time knowing who you are, your plus points, yes, but more than that, your minus. And you do not know how to repackage this in a way that will benefit you and benefit the world, you'll never succeed. For me, all my drawbacks, almost all, females, being able to seduce female, read females, talking too much, seeking attention, being obsessed, wanting to work alone, all these in the real world, these are very serious drawbacks. Being a rebellious character who breaks rules. All these are very serious, very, very serious drawbacks. But I've learned how to channelize them and use them to help me make a lot of money. By lot of money, I'm not talking million or billion, means per hour, I make enough. For the rest of the day, I can relax and enjoy life. And that makes my life a gift. So if I were to leave you with the core message, it'll be, what are your plus points? What are your drawbacks? And then the sub question that ties both of them. How can you use these to boost your brand, your earnings, your success, and your dreams? How can you use both of them? How can you communicate it to the world that you achieve what no one else in your family, nobody else in your age group, nobody else can achieve only because you took the time, effort, money, creativity to understand who you are, the features, the plus, the minus, and to market and sell yourself. That would really make the world knock at your door. The day you get this, you'll be a very happy man. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Agree, disagree with what I have to say? Love to hear from you. You guys take care. It's me signing off.